Jim with being Mark, and of course, Kayla's over there very happy that not happy.
She's got the smug face going on.
She doesn't like my energetic intros.
They're pretty good intros.
She doesn't like them. I should be, hi, Kayla's dad.
It's our warp world.
Life
Kayla's
sucks.
dad. This is Kayla, and I'm Mark. You can leave now. Thanks.
I hate it here.
Good to see you, Kayla. Tell us about Reba.
I'm going to not breathe because it's going to piss Kayla off.
I can't believe you're the only one so far of all my friends that said,
About Reba?
Yeah.
No, I've already seen Reba once before. For those who don't know what happened yesterday, at least when we're recording this, we went and saw Reba. I took my parents for their anniversary, and I took Jamie for her birthday.
30 years, by the way. Could I get an applause button on that?
I don't know which button it is.
Oh, my. We're figuring that out. 30 years. Really, I would have played the other one. Wah, 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 wah.
So
Anyway.
I got floor seats for us, which was super nice because it's like, ooh, never been on the floor before. But I've come to realize
That's what
that
she
I
said.
don't like floor seats.
Why didn't you like the 4 seats?
Just because the people are literally right in front of you. So
Yeah.
it's like there's no elevated thing so that if someone is moving around you, like you can kind of still see. And then people just kept putting their hands up when I was trying to like record, which sounds super like millennial bullshit, but also
That does sound like super millennial bullshit.
this person would just put their hand up and it's like, what are you doing?
And I'm going to put this on the Facebook page, my video that I tried real hard to get, and then Kayla does this awesome whatever the hell she does, broadcast quality video.
Cinematic genius.
Jesus, I'm just like,
Did you put it on so we can see it, or is it on your
no,
site?
I'll put it up. It's on CTAZ Adventures Instagram, but
not ours.
I'm gonna put up the comparison because she just this awesome video, and I'm just sitting here looking at it like
555 Kayla for all you're
what the
ready.
fuck did I do wrong?
I'll shoot it on my Samsung Galaxy.
But that's the whole thing that Apple wants you to do, be able to shoot a movie or whatever on your phone. There's a lot of people that have done it, so.
Yeah, well, Kayla knows what the hell to do because I certainly don't. Mine just looked like I was taking a picture with one of those plastic snap cameras or something. It looked horrible. Compared to Kayla's is awesome. So I liked it. I was more impressed than I thought it would be with Reba. The first band, the Isaacs, great harmony. Mama Isaac looked pissed off. Mama Isaac.
How old is Mama Isaac?
100 or something. I don't know. She had to be in her 60s or 70s.
God bless her. That's great.
Yeah, but she kind of resembled someone on our crew here when she was up there.
There's 4 of us. Which one am I narrowing it
I'm
down
saying
to?
she just looked really pissed off the whole
Oh,
time.
wow. All right. Well, that's anybody with Kayla. Anyone that's frumpy, we have to call Kayla.
But,
out
they're
on
a family group, but it was really, really churchy. And that's kind of.
But I have to show Mark that video of the Chicago song that they did.
They did.
They did a Chicago cover?
Yeah.
You're the inspiration.
Oh, God.
And it was it was really good.
I'm sure it was good. That's
I will give them
such
credit.
a pathetic song.
It was harmonies, and it was just gorgeous.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I will give them credit. They did sound good with that. But,
All right.
that was the bright part of that.
So besides, if you could have had a personal Reba concert with nobody there, you would have been perfectly happy is what I've been
Oh,
saying.
no. I mean, let's go with Terry Clark. Terry Clark, a lot of people thought she was dead, apparently. But
Really?
Whenever I think of Terry Clark,
I had 3 people say, didn't she die? And I'm like, no, that's Minnie McCready. And she goes, no, I know she died, but didn't Terry Clark die? But she did I Want to Do It All. What's that one?
that one other country song.
No,
Other
she's
one
got
She
like,
Took My
she's got
Truck.
like 4 or 5 hits. I don't know. I was impressed with her too. She did really well.
Good.
And then Reba was
So it's a 3-hour show?
no, it was a 4-hour show.
Oh, my God. Well, really, with all the breaks, 4 hours?
Yeah, it took forever.
Start at 7, get out of there at 11?
6:30 to
6:30.
10:30.
Wow.
Get out of the parking lot by 11:30.
Well, you get what you pay for. You should. I mean, if
No,
you're
it
paying
was-
that much money, you
yeah,
should.
it was really great. The seats were awesome. Like I was telling you earlier, I really thought that with 4 seats, you just kind of meandered onto the floor. No, you still got to go downstairs and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. And it's actually more of a bitch to get to the bathrooms and everything else.
Yeah.
You really got to make your way up the stairs, and you got to. So, I mean, there's benefits. Don't get me wrong. I've only had them once, but I mean, I liked them. I loved them. But it's kind of you want to hold it as long as you can, and you don't want to have. There's not like any vendors are coming down to freaking get you Cokes.
There was one guy down there selling water and lemonade.
Oh, nice guy. There was none at ours.
So you mentioned bathrooms. Let's talk about the cast of Duck Dynasty. So, God bless their hearts. They were drinking and having a good time, but they just kept getting up at the wrong time to go to the bathroom. And I was getting really annoyed. Then, the guy was a wonderful person, very nice person, very great with his fans.
I was gonna say, don't genderize things
No,
here.
no.
Why not? It's okay.
So we're
right.
sitting there, and we
It's
got
the male Reba,
two empty seats next to us, and up walks Reba McEntire, sort of, because I'm going to call him Rebert.
Oh my God!
He did look like a Rebirth. I'm gonna give you. I mean, I saw the picture on Facebook.
Hey, for what he did it great, and he ended up being a super nice guy. He was very accommodating to his fans. A bunch of people wanted to take pictures with him. So I got Cast the Duck Dynasty trying to go to the bathroom cut in front of me. I got every Rebert fan wanting to get pictures with Rebert.
Rebert's pretty funny though. That's a pretty funny nickname.
And it's just like, wow, I just kind of want to watch a concert and be with my wife, But other than that, the phenomenal show that Reba put on just kind of outweighed everything that
Cool.
I had issue with. It was really great. And it was,
Well, good. I'm glad you guys had
happy
fun.
to be with my family and everything anyway. So
Oh God!
shut up.
Excuse me, I threw up a little again
So,
in my mouth.
no.
That's just disgusting there.
So just awesome time. Thank you very much for that anniversary present, Kayla. I appreciate it.
Oh, that's swell.
That was wonderful.
Look how nice she looks. She's like, whatever. She's like, I'm trying to get a refund on these tickets. I'm saying what I can do. That's what she's doing on her
I'm looking
phone.
up Rebert's tickets right now.
$10.99 Casino Arizona celebrities. That's what she's.
I wonder, because there is a bar at Desert Ridge that does like a lot of drag queen and like drag brunches. I wonder because
We should go check him out or her out or what do we call
They
him?
did like a country women one, and Reba was on the poster. So I wonder if
Rebert's funny.
was,
I got to admit, Rebert's funny.
I wonder if Rebert was.
we
the
find him
performer.
and have him on the podcast. That'd be
I
awesome.
would love to have Revert on. Do you think we'd be mad if we called him Revert?
Yeah, probably. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But
Can we call you Revert, sir, the whole time that you're on? Do you mind? That's not my name. It's actually Bill.
We didn't know at first. We really didn't. Then obviously when you got closer, you could tell. But like I said, turned out to be a phenomenal person who was really
Better
nice
than
to
if you
his
went to
fans.
the bed with him or anything. Yeah. That would suck.
So that was our big thing. What have you been doing? the last
Nice.
couple of
Oh, we went to. Oh my God.
Oh, Reno.
Let me preface this. I'm not going to be the spokesperson for Reno. Okay, they're not going to put me on a billboard and say, "Come to Reno." Oh my God. If you never have to go to Reno, don't ever go. There is no reason to ever go. And God bless my wife. So we're sitting here. She wants to find a local place to camp because $25 tables in Reno.
Wow.
It was freaking crazy at where we were staying and everything else. So she wants to go to this dive casino. And we couldn't have been at a bigger dive casino. And she kept on asking, where do the locals go for a dive casino? And they're like, you're here. And she just couldn't understand that it was this, that it was called a Calneva. And it was $2 16-ounce IPAs and $3 Fireball shots. Our buddy Dave would be found dead in a gutter if they went out there. But freaking, oh my God. And then we're talking to a couple cabbies because we went to a couple, and they're saying their rents and everything are just as high because California's overrunning them.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, if you're paying $2,000 a month to live here, get the fuck out. You need to freaking come because there is no way. Oh my, you should be, yeah, it was.
I've never been to Reno, never had a
You
desire
don't
to go.
ever have to go. I'm going to tell you, as one good friend to another, you don't ever have to go to Reno. You are not missing a damn thing. In fact, when I was at work the other day, people were like, what are you doing this weekend? Well, they're going to Reno. And I think 3 people at once turned around and go, why? And I was like, well, we got it for free. And there's a reason why we got it for free. But yeah, Reno is whatever. And my wife doesn't even know this story. I totally forgot about this story. So I think it was this Monday. Holly leaves for work. And I'm sitting here and I'm watching TV. It's 45 minutes or so after she works, and I'm hearing something. It's the weirdest thing. I'm hearing moaning. I'm hearing moaning, and I'm going, so I fucking mute my TV, and I walk outside, and there's porn playing on my fucking Bluetooth. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I don't always turn my Bluetooth speakers off. I leave them on. Apparently, it was picking up somebody listening to porn, and I'm out here. And after listening to it for about 10 minutes, I was like, I guess I should turn these off, But that's what I'm dead serious. And I'm like, but I'm sitting here, there's porn going on my Bluetooth speakers out here, and I'm going, what the hell? I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, somebody, whoever my neighbors are doing that, that's good job, guys. But it was weird because I'm hearing it. It was loud because I had turned them up pretty loud, and I was like, and I'm looking and I'm going, was that a moan? And then I hear something like, oh God. And I go, what the hell is going on? And I come out here and porn going on my Bluetooth speakers out here, man. I forgot to tell Holly that story. But yeah, that was my Monday night. So it was definitely interesting. So somebody was listening to updated porn. I don't think it was any of those old porn or anything like that.
Hell.
Yeah. We got some funky neighbors over here. It's great. We all smoke some weed, watch some porn, I can drop some shrooms, and we're ready to go in Gilbert.
For those wondering about the dog background, we are again around the fire pit. We're our days are numbered around the fire pit, so we are outside.
Fireside chat. It's only our third.
Huh?
Well, we had the live show, and I remember 2 other ones. So
well, I'm just saying our days are numbered for being around the fire pit because the temperature's going to go up.
I think we got one more month. I think we got.
I hope so.
Because I'll even light if it's like 75 or 80.
Oh yeah.
If I'm sitting in shorts in my, I'll light it. So.
Sure. But anyway, that's
the
dog noises and the sounds of nature. And that thing that sounds like a breathing nose is just something out here. Smart speakers.
You guys got to get used to that now. So you know what? We should give it its own nickname. On
Facebook, I don't listen to our podcast.
That's not right. I listened to the last 4 in order because we're so slow at work, and so I'm sitting there, so I'm listening. And actually, I chuckled quite a few times. They were actually funny, guys. You should. Hey, and by the way, our goal is 1,000. We're at how many?
809.
Dun, dun, dun.
We broke 800 really quickly.
Listen, we did jump up pretty quick, guys. So we're making some inroads here. We're doing all right. So, by year 15, we're going to have 1,200 downloads, and it's going to be
get
great.
that 1,000 per month that we need.
Is that to save what, $19, whatever?
Not the point.
Tune in because you want to hear from what we have to say and from us, and that we're kind of informative on some of the things we talk to. So
sure.
Well, it's always kind of an eventful week. Most of our intros are, what'd you do? Nothing. I worked.
We went this. We make.
Yeah, I did that or whatever else. So. But
I had a very busy week at the title company. They were just slammed with getting people in their new houses, so I was happy to be working all week.
That's awesome. That's good. Carla, our groupies here today. Oh, did you get some birthday or whatever sex?
Don't talk about that in front of the daughter.
Put on some glasses. Yeah. So I'll take that as a yeah. You guys were the porn on my freaking speakers. That's how it was.
The funny thing was, someone said happy anniversary. I turned to Kayla and said happy conception day.
Yay.
And she got all mad at
me. Yay.
Because he didn't say it in the privacy of Mark's backyard. He said it yesterday at the Reba concert in the middle of the fucking bar.
Who's going to see her again? You guys went to the bar beforehand?
Well,
we were at the bar at the stadium.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah, we were married March 27th, and Kayla was born December 26th. Do the math.
Yes, indeed.
Happy conception day, Kayla.
Good. That's great. Congrats. That's good. 30 years. I'm gonna put on some applause for that, please. Come on.
It's hard to read.
It is 30 years. That is something that's, especially because you guys are young. It's not like we're old. I know you act like you're 106, but you're not. So I mean, but you guys actually have. 30 years, I give it to you.
Thank you.
You should do the same thing, Kayla. I'm sure you've seen a lot of marriages crumble, including mine, over the years. So, I mean, this is something to do for 30 years.
Several of yours.
Several of mine, yeah, absolutely. So, I'm on three of them combined. I'm not even half of what you guys have been married or whatever. So, it's kind of, yeah, but it's good. Seriously,
awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Happy anniversary. I'm glad. Hopefully, I wish you got another 30 more.
Thank you. God, 30 more.
Because you'll murder him before. You'll be 83, right?
In 30 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 83. It's
possible. That's definitely feasible.
It's possible if I lose 100 pounds, start eating.
Oh my God! Can you imagine spending 60 years with? Oh, sorry.
My parents stayed together 51.
That's different. Their age, they weren't allowed.
Yeah, they didn't even.
Divorce wasn't look like. Yeah, I mean, divorce wasn't look like as it is nowadays. Now it doesn't matter at all.
Right.
But freaking back then, you weren't allowed to get divorced.
All right, well, let's take a little break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about social media and the good, bad, and indifferent of social media. Be right back. We're back and talking about social media, primarily Facebook, Instagram, things like that. But I think Facebook's the one we're going to talk about a little bit.
I think so.
We've got some issues. Mark?
Whatever, but and we're older, so this is why we have Kayla here, because I want to know what Kayla's point of view is on a millennial point, as she's on her phone on social media right now, on airing your laundry on Facebook. What is their...
Wait, first, define airing laundry, please.
Okay, so mine is...
Don't use names.
No, I'm not going to use any names at all, but saying you're sick and going in for... something, or you're getting divorced, or my wife pissed me off. I don't believe you should be laying your wife out on social media, or you should be airing your arguments or something on social media to take sides. So I guess that's what I mean, airing dirty laundry. I mean, I think social media's got out of control. I think it's being manipulated. I think there's a lot of stuff that I think's going on with it. But I want to know your point of view. Do you think we're overreacting, or is this what...
Honestly, I don't care. Like, if you want to air your shit, go for it. I'm just gonna read it and laugh because how stupid you sound.
And that's what I do too. I do.
Well, and that's the thing. A lot of people just say, just keep scrolling if you don't want to read it.
Yeah, ultimately, Facebook, not even just Facebook, social media in general, can be a diary for certain people who don't fucking understand that it gets shared with
Carla
everybody.
Writes books. I mean, her sentence will start out, so I went to Circle K, and it'll end up 42 pages long about 14 different things, and at the end she'll be like, I got my Coke and I went home. I mean, it's like, it is.
Well, I want to elaborate a little bit, because, like, and this is going to point directly at you, because I used to get very angry with life and my job, particularly my job. And I would post a lot of
negative shit.
And you were constantly on my ass. Stop posting negative shit. You're always so negative. Yada, 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 yada. For me, it was a way to vent, because I really didn't have anyone
I know, but
to
it
talk
comes
to.
across as you're a mean bastard
Yeah.
asshole.
Oh, yeah,
and so that
absolutely.
it really does. So when I kept on reading that, I would talk to Holly or whatever wife I was with at the time and you were doing. I would be like, Jesus, Jim's turned into a cranky old fuck, man.
Yeah.
He's a cranky old fuck.
I was a cranky old fuck. However, okay, it was for me a way to vent, to voice, because I didn't really feel like I had anyone I could call and talk to. So I'm just going to put this on Facebook just to get it out. Okay.
I mean, I just you could call me. I'll just leave the phone down like this. And
Yeah, you won't pay attention anyway.
And then I'll go like, uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
So after you and a couple other people, barrages of quit being so negative, you're always in a blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then I just started like posting memes. I didn't even put anything personal. The only personal stuff I would put, it was like when the dog got sick and I kind of wanted a positive vibe from everybody for the dog, or obviously.
Okay, so I'm going to interject there. Do you think that is why people put depressing stories to feel better about themselves, or they want that love? I want your point. I want a millennial right quick on this, because do you think your friends do that?
No, none of my friends do that.
No, I got to admit, Jamie, Foot Girl doesn't. Jamie doesn't.
No, literally no one on my Facebook posts anything like that.
And I mean, and I feel guilty because I love these people, most of them, well, at least the close ones on Facebook, and I want to be there for them and everything else. But sometimes I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, can you just put a happy smile up and just...
Okay, so in my progression, I started just putting memes. Then I had assholes coming at me with, you never put anything on there. It's all just memes. Your Facebook page runs like an ad. There's there's nothing about you on there. Fine, because I've been told I'm too negative. Then, when life turns around, I finally get rid of the job, and life turns around and starts getting better, and I think it was Marilyn Monroe who said it best, if you can't accept me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. So I don't put anything on there.
I don't read any. Yeah, well, so I was trying to do some advertising for Johnny B's on there, and I was called a pedophile. And I'm like, are you kidding? I'm like, okay, this is not even.
Yeah.
I mean, to me.
Well, and that's the thing, is that you see so many people who put an innocent question on there. What were we just talking about?
Yeah, so we were just talking. So there was a lady on there, and all she did was post on Go Gilbert, hey, does anyone know where I can go happy hour with kids, And, dude, people were just ripped. Why would you bring your kids? You're supposed to have this without the kids. And it's like, just tell her and just move on, or just what is
an
going
answer.
on?
Why,
Why
we
are
don't
you
want
doing this?
I'm going to say, I want your opinion about my choices in life. Where can I take my kids to drink? But no, just give me a fucking answer.
I'm gonna be a Karen. Why are you taking your kids to fucking happy hour?
I get
Take them to fucking
but
Chuck E. Cheese.
It's not your point.
Go to
All
Dave
she
and
did was
Buster's, go to
ask,
Main Event.
where can I bring kids?
Okay, but right there's your answer. Dave and Buster's main event.
Yeah, that's what
kids
you
can go have
exactly.
fun. She can sit in the bar.
It wasn't a what do you think about me taking my kids to happy hour question.
Exactly.
It was where can I go to happy with my kids? Dave and Buster's. Then behind the scene, why don't you go, fucking bitch? What the fuck are you taking kids to fucking Then you could do that. But I don't believe you should be freaking answering back, going, why the hell are you taking your kids to happy hour? It's none of our business, okay? It's none of our, they want to go have, maybe they don't have a sitter, or they had plans with people and their sitter backed out and they said bring them anyway. Whatever. We don't know what the story is.
Right.
Don't have kids is the moral of that story.
Oh, it's definitely the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Have one.
And
I love you, Nicholas. You never listen, but I love you.
With some of the groups I'm in, I see it a lot, just so much. Hey, it's my birthday. Here's my selfie.
How many people are in the 30-year marriage group that you're in? 4?
I'm not in that. I'm in like
There's like 4.
The 80s groups. I'm in a lot of podcast groups and things like that, but I'm not in that. That's
happy marriage group.
No, I don't.
I don't think it exists.
You know what?
I don't think it exists.
There's a thing with having a happy marriage, and there's a thing.
If there's
with
a happy marriage group, send it our way.
Ridiculous.
What does this have to do with anything?
We're just talking about posting on Mark's. So Mark's question is: do you post? What do you post? What is acceptable? I guess?
No, anything's acceptable. I'm not going to be somebody that's going to sit here and judge. It sounds like I am, and I understand that. But in my guesstimate, if I'm going in for a colonoscopy, I don't need to freaking go on freaking my Facebook and go, had my colonoscopy today. I'm all cleaned out. I feel great, for people to freaking answer me and go, oh my God, you okay? Blah, blah. I don't know if people need that. If they're posting it because they need that, those people saying, are you okay? It means something to them that people are reaching out. This is their way of getting love and getting attention and feeling it the way they should. Or is it, I don't know. This is what my struggle with people that hang out their wives or just enter things that say, I tried to help this person out and they just didn't want it today. And you're like, what the fuck, man? What do you know?
See, I don't know. I think it's all, all right, just on the colonoscopy thing, whereas you don't think it should be posted, I would probably make a joke of it. Hey, I'm going in for that procedure, but he didn't even.
I guess my difference is why did you post it? Why the initial? Why couldn't you just make a joke about? You know what I'm saying?
Colonoscopies in general.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just this topic.
Some people just don't have filters, and I mean, they think. I'm just
everyone
gonna post
wants
this.
to know about your butthole.
They might. I mean, it's a popular butthole.
I mean,
I get it.
Some people don't have thousands of Facebook friends. They have 20 of their family members, and it's like, okay, this is a
okay. But let's put this into perspective on that. So if I have 700, Jim has 100. Another person has 20, somebody has 1,000. You're still putting that into perspective. You're only talking to a very small percentage of that. No matter if it's 20 people or 20,000 people on social media, you're only talking to a select 5 to 10% of that total that's on your.
They don't know that. And they don't think
they
that.
They do.
No, not people. You think everybody works the same, and they don't.
Mom
on her 20-minute rants. You don't post 20-minute rants, but Mom does it anyway. Because that's how Mom gets her frustration out. She had no one to talk to about that. So a lot of the times it's ultimately, I don't have anyone, I don't even know, okay? Because I can't say that. It could be that they have no one to talk to, so they post it on Facebook, and then people do get engaged and with the post, and now they have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Because as someone who does.
You might find someone to talk to out of that plethora of
and this is going to go into our next segment with TikTok, which is what we're talking about here. So we're going to go into that. But I get that. I guess I don't like when it's attacking somebody else. If you and your mom are in an argument and you get on Facebook and say, my mom pissed me so freaking out, and now you have sides. Now you have 20 people going, oh, you're absolutely right, Kayla, you're absolutely right. And you're going to have the other 20 go, your mom's a great lady, blah, blah, blah. So it's starting an argument that, that I don't know if I like. And it's making you choose sides, and I don't know if I like that.
My thing is the assholes.
Assholes.
what?
Assholes. People who ask for advice,
Assholes.
but they don't want to listen to you.
Well, why are they asking us though? We're not.
Because no, this is what I've learned about people, whether it be Facebook or just in general. This is why I don't give advice anymore. People ask for advice. They don't want advice. They want validation on the decision they've already made.
Absolutely, they do. It's that is the God honest truth, and you're going to notice this as you get later. When you start giving advice to people, they're just going to blow you
that's
off.
I have my personal one that I deal with every day.
My
Who
ex-wife.
listens to this.
My ex-wife would ask me a question, and if I didn't agree, she'd go ask 10 other people until she got the answer she wanted.
and
I'm like, so why are you
everyone
wasting
in
your time
general.
talking to me? I mean, it's just you're just gonna you want validation of what you think is correct in your head,
Yeah.
which I get, I guess, but have the confidence just go do it. You don't need my validation. to go
people
do
just
it.
want validation. I think that a lot of that goes on the Facebook is I want people to support my decision. And I mean, this just goes round and round because then you get those people that, I want people to support my decision to want to take my kids to happy hour. And then other people, I mean, that.
But again, I
lady
legitimately
specifically
think her question
saying,
was just, I don't think she was looking for a fight.
Right. But I'm just saying, there's so many people out there that, what do you guys think I should do this? No, you want validation, so you're only going to listen to people that agree with you.
What I think social media created was lonely people cannot feel lonely without actually having to interact with people. They don't really have to create friends. If they're lonely and they sit in their room and all they do is play games and they don't really leave or whatever, they can still have a friendship with somebody they don't ever have to meet.
Right.
And that will agree with some stuff they're doing. And there's no interaction with people. And I think this is a way for lonely people to feel non-lonely. I think social media is. I really think.
I do.
And in one sense, I guess that's good. But in other sense, I think it's pathetic because all you got to do is it the porno? Is it the porno again?
I don't know.
It might be. Guys, turn it off.
No,
But-
as we were just talking about in the break, though, I get on social media a lot just because I'm bored. So yeah, as I'm scrolling, I'm seeing the memes and the funny videos, and then this person, dad pissed him off, and blah blah blah. So I'm scrolling through the whole thing, but it keeps me, because I'm bored. I'm bored just sitting there.
Social media serves a purpose for that,
Yeah.
and I think that's why now it's created. Not even her generation, maybe not even the generation before, the even younger ones, they are not going to know anything on social skills. They're not going to.
Oh,
everything they do is going to be artificial intelligence, and it's like the world is going to be changing so fast, so quickly, very quickly here that the social aspect of everything is just crazy.
I'll tell you something. This is what I liked about MySpace versus Facebook. MySpace, you can put whatever you want. This is my music. These are my pictures. These are my thoughts. This is my blog, blah, 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 blah. People could go to that page. They weren't forced to see it. They could go to your page. Hey, what's Mark up to? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, Mark went to a game, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Or, Jim's just a cranky ass.
And remember, you base it. Oh, I had 6 people look at my page today.
Yeah.
It would add like a running total in the corner or
then
whatever.
They'd look. Oh well, Jim's a cranky ass, so I'm not going to go to his page and read his shit.
This was happening when he was 12, though. So
No, my point is though, that's what I thought was better about MySpace was you had the choice to go read people's shit, whereas Facebook, it's just there. You have to
MySpace
read
was
it.
Blockbuster. They had the world at their tips, and they.
Blockbuster's come back.
Did you see that? I did.
Their website went active.
They said we're now. I think Blockbuster's coming back. I think they're going to come back to the
All right,
streamline.
wait,
That's a
let's
whole
not
other
go off
thing.
the rails. We'll
Yeah.
go to that later. So going into the TikTok thing, what's your issues with TikTok?
It's a whole nother. I think it's a whole nother segment. To be honest with you, I think we're going to have to go somewhere if you're going to edit this and everything else. So.
No, we can run right into group them together.
So my thing with TikTok. So again, do you know what's going on with TikTok?
Barely.
Okay.
Once
and
again, don't care.
anyways, the government is trying to shut down TikTok. And it's a huge. Again, I thought you'd be more but it's really like the 21 and younger that are really having the big fits about it because that's what they spend entire lives on it. But if you start looking at the back end of it on what is actually happening with TikTok, I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, but I kind of agree. And I'm a diehard liberal, so I kind of agree that I think they're dumbing down America. I think they're starting divides. I think TikTok is everything. They're allowing people to come in and just subtly, oh, the government sucks. Or the government did this to you. The government did that to you. And causing separation on purpose because other interests in other areas of the world can influence that. And they know that if you go on Chinese TikTok or Japanese TikTok or anything, They are showing videos of how to make things and how to become better people and how to exercise. What is ours? Like, and how to put a thing on your head and run into a wall. I mean, and you laugh at that. That's really what it is. It's there, and I think that outside sources have some say in this. And I believe we saw this during the election with Trump. The Russians bought a ton of ad space on Facebook to implement stupid, ridiculous stories to get Trump elected because it was in their best interest. And nobody's doing anything about that. And so do you not think that TikTok, who's owned by a Chinese person, I'm not saying, but you don't think that there's some way, I'm not even saying that he's selling secrets, he's not doing that. I believe there's some way that they are telling people the government's bad or this is bad and start causing divide.
So you think this is, I don't want to say mind control, but you think they're basically trying to influence.
And they are influence. They're coming in and influence.
So, and do you think the Chinese government's actually involved in the TikTok thing?
I believe they know how to attack America. I believe they know how to. They knew that, but it wasn't going to be monetarily. It wasn't going to be through our finance. It wasn't going to be through our industry. It was going to be divide the country and conquer from within. If you cause a division within your own country, where now 50% of the people believe this and 50% of believe, and you cause big issues with it, they're going to fight, and that's going to cause the own divide.
Well, I think the news outlets are doing that, but we can get into that later.
No, I know, and I'm also I have a really hard problem with our kids who are suffering with any side of mental health between the ages of 12 and 30 going to TikTok. These idiots that don't have any help at all. These kids are going to TikTok for help because they're feeling awful, and they're listening to some idiot that has no degree, has never been to school, and saying, oh, you should do this, or you're this, or you're that. No, you're not. You need to be going and talking to a professional. You don't go to TikTok at midnight to try to get your advice on why do I feel this way in my head. You shouldn't be doing that, especially if you're having suicidal thoughts. If you're just doing that because you're growing up and you want to see if other people have your views on things, absolutely, I'm all for that. But if you're sitting in your head and you're thinking, I want to go buy a gun, I need to go talk to somebody, that's our kids should not be doing that. That's not. They should be coming to us. Sure. And what TikTok is doing is that's stopping that. It's a huge hurdle for kids to cross over that to come talk to their parents. Right. It's a huge. We had to go talk to our parents because we didn't have, if you fucked up or got caught stealing, or you had to talk to your parent. Now there's this huge.
Let me ask you though: did you really go to your parents for advice?
I didn't have that relationship.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But I think Kayla can to you guys.
Oh,
right, Kayla?
I would like to think that Kayla. I know she goes Carl with damn near everything, but she should know.
When you were younger, did you go to them for when you had issues?
No.
No. But you didn't go to social media.
No, because I didn't have social
media. Yeah, that's
media.
what I'm saying. So
she had her group of friends, just like we did, just like us.
Yeah, you solve it yourself or with your friends, and then if you got to go to your parents, if you got a relationship with them, that's great.
Stuff.
Yeah, I had my cousins and stuff like that, but even then, I was perfect.
I just have a hard time with kids seeking out.
Well, see, I thought you were going a different way with this because with everyone, they're trying to ban TikTok unless the owner sells it. So
right, which I think is fair enough.
They don't
because
want the Chinese wall. What I don't understand is if this is such a big issue, why doesn't everyone switch to Reels or Shorts or whatever?
TikTok has something like 60 billion listener or
there's
users.
An issue with the Chinese government and TikTok thing. Fine, switch over and make Reels the new TikTok.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, but they can switch to another platform and do the same thing because for years,
what is your issue with selling it to an American entity that has American values?
Because if the guy's not going to sell,
you shut it down.
You shut it down, and everyone switches to another platform.
They will. It could be a fly-by-night. Absolutely, it could be.
So
social media companies are coming and going left and right.
Just do that because then you got the news media coming in here.
Because of what she just said, that guy that's going to shut it down and not selling it, and the people that are making TikTok money, and the people that and you're putting thousands of people out of work. I understand from around but you're putting thousands of people out of work in a tech industry that's already getting slammed right now.
If you look what happened to MySpace. Facebook took over.
We're dating ourselves.
No, I know,
MySpace has been outdated for 10 years.
Longer than that. MySpace went away because everyone went to Facebook. And now Facebook was the big thing, and
Nothing's been able to come up against it.
Everything right. So that's what I mean. If TikTok's such an issue because the Chinese government, just switch over to something else.
I think I love you, Jim, but I think that's a way of looking at it. It's affecting too many people to do that.
The millennials aren't mad that they're trying to shut down TikTok because they don't want TikTok to go away because that's their lifeline. They're mad because it's a censorship in the sense of a lot of shit gets posted on TikTok, the real shit, national disasters, UFOs, whatever the hell it may be, where Facebook and Instagram and all that kind of stuff don't show you that because of their community guidelines and all that kind of stuff. So that's why the millennials and the Gen Zers are mad, because they don't feel that it's a genuine, takeaway. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
No, I do, because when if me and Jim wanted our news back in the day, we had to buy a newspaper. And it was basically, and everybody's probably listening to us, right? And kids, that newspaper, that's something that actually came to the door every day. Me and Jim delivered, and it had ink, and you read. But you had one view of it. It was and most of the time it was non-biased. It was, this is what happened. You make a decision on what you want to do. That's how it was written. And then freaking Ted Turner bought CNN, and that turned into a freaking very liberal station. And then Murdoch with freaking Fox and everything else. And then that turned into so now that started. Now they have every avenue. Now there's 42 different ways to look at the news and to look at how things are portrayed. And I think it's causing so much divide that nobody knows where they're coming or going.
What was that story with Fox where they actually got caught doing something like that? I wish I could remember that.
Oh, just recently with freaking the Dominion voting stations and everything else that they fabricated for, that they went on the air and knew that what they were saying is wrong, but they needed ratings. So, okay, you can't call yourself a news outlet then. You have to call yourself an entertainment channel, and this is a show.
And that's where it comes about ratings. Like we talked off the air that, they're going to put what's going to make them money. So whether it be the trans that just shot everybody or the black guy 2 years ago that shot people, they're going to put that label on it because that's what people want to hear about.
I have no problem with Fox News. Just don't call yourself Fox News.
Yeah.
Call yourself Fox Entertainment with Sean Hannity at 7 o'clock. And there's his show. And Tucker Carlson at 9. That's his show. But it's not news.
I think CNN, MSNBC, I think they're all guilty of it.
They absolutely. And
there's
they say
no real news outlets.
Well, because nobody trusts the news outlets anymore.
We're losing
Kayla. We lose her every 2 weeks. I was trying to get her perspective on, but she doesn't know much about the TikTok story. I thought you knew a little bit more. But if they shut it down, would you care?
No, because I would just go right over to Instagram.
Yep.
That's what I don't. I understand the millennial, the Gen Z part of it, of the whole. It's a censorship. They're trying to ban it so that they can control what we see and whatever. Go for it. Cool. But also, if China does have as much freaking input in it as they say and all that kind of shit, that's a problem. And younger generations don't see that. They think, oh, this guy's so great. He's so cool. We're going to protect him. Motherfucker will turn around and nuke our ass and we'll be done.
Oh, I just think they want to cause divide. And I think it's, again, if you look at Chinese and Japanese, they're giving instruction videos on their TikTok. Not that we can't find, but that's really all it is.
Though, Mark, there's instruction videos on TikTok, but America's so overwhelmed with I'm going to put this thing on my head and run into a wall that you see those more than the instruction videos.
I don't see that at all on TikTok. And that was YouTube. That was YouTube's generation of, we're going to be the prank channels. We're going to do this. We're going to run into walls and do stupid shit. TikTok, to me, from what at least my For You page generates to me, is tutorial videos. It is weight loss videos. It's cute puppy videos. It's wedding videos.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm not saying all of TikTok is just stupid content. I'm not saying that at all.
When you say that China shows instructional videos, I think that the Chinese society is more into that.
Well, they also dictate what can be on it and what can't.
Well, true. Versus American society, we have no boundaries, which is great, yay, America. But you're going to see more of that stupid shit on there. Because if someone who's, hates the government, they're going to be looking for videos on government until the algorithm says we're just going to keep sending these
Absolutely
anti-government videos to them. So,
and that's what gets a little scary. So I don't. On one hand, I'm like, yeah, they do. I like what they're doing. This is what you got to do. You're going to make that decision. You're selling or shut it down. On the other hand, I'm like, okay, her generation has a little point of view. You're censoring us. This is our way now of growing. Your way was CNN and whatever. Ours now is this. If the platform's grown bigger, so learn how to deal with the platform. Just don't shut us down. So I get that there's growth, but sometimes you might have to reel it in. And I think we're at a point where we might have to start. We're growing faster than we can deal with it in everything. You don't think so? You're shaking your head.
I'm shaking my head at the loud.
No, I think you got to remember when the Bill of Rights, when the First Amendment was written, the world was an entirely different place.
Right.
Not to go off on a tangent, but I'm just going to say this. The Second Amendment, okay, the right to bear arms. Now with this latest thing happening, they want to ban assault rifles, okay? Everyone's saying, no, the Second Amendment says I can have my assault rifle. Yes, it does, okay? But when the Second Amendment was written in 1760, 1770 something, okay, we had muskets.
Mm-hmm. And it took you 20 minutes and then it backfired on you and it shot you in the stomach.
So you fired the weapon,
you kill yourself.
and it would take minutes, not seconds, minutes to get another shot off. So does the Second Amendment need to go away? Absolutely not. The Second Amendment needs to be changed to address the new type of weapons we have.
So my biggest thing is I believe that all these shooters, including just the last Tennessee shooter, could have been stopped, and people will attack me, and I'm not trying to go big deep into this, but if you are being treated for any type of mental illness and you're being given drugs, it should be a flag that pops up on freaking when you're going to apply for a gun license, and they say no, you cannot buy it. I'm not telling you that you need to know what your doctor is treating you for, and that has to go all that, because that's what everybody's jumping on me saying, no, that's privilege, doctor-patient privilege.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that. What I want is you're under the care. When you go to buy a gun, you're signing, we're going to run this test, and it'll defer 50% of the people that want to buy the gun because they're going to know it's going to pop up. Second of all, those are going to pop up.
Yeah. Well, I think they should bring back the 7-day waiting period.
That doesn't mean that. I don't. So you wait 7 days to get more mad.
Yeah, because a lot of people are just pissed off. They're going to go buy a gun and go do the shit. They got to wait 7 days.
I got to interrupt. That Tennessee shooter was under the care of a psychiatric freak.
No, believe me, I'm with you 100% on that. There needs to be a just as you have to take a class to get a concealed weapons permit, you need to take a class to get an assault rifle.
But she also had the weapons over the last 3 years.
Right. But she was under care.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you.
There should have been a flag every time she wanted to pop up.
The whole HIPAA thing goes out the window in my opinion,
Yeah, when you're buying a gun,
it's your right to buy a gun, but I'm selling it to you. I'm running your medical record. That's what I'm doing. You want this gun, that's what I'm doing.
You're giving us the right to look at your medical record.
So you should have nothing to hide. But this is going to dictate that 50% of the people are going to be like, I can't go buy this.
These are some of the changes I think need to be made to the Second Amendment. You still have a right to own a gun. But
the gun lobbyists are never going to do it, and freaking the Republicans are never going to do it.
Yeah, but they need to because hey, I own a gun. For a civilian person, you, me, anyone at this table, to own an AR-15, no one's going to go shoot Bambi's dad with an AR-15. I don't think...
But apparently we don't know that anymore. We can't say that because that's not true.
Yeah, but I disagree. I think if you're going to buy an AR-15 or any sort of assault rifle like that, you need to take a class and get licensed for it.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
No, I 100% agree with that too. In my opinion,
absolutely. I mean,
they don't need to get rid of the Second Amendment. They need to change it and update it. It's 300 years old. It needs to change.
Kayla was going to say something over there.
No, in the sense, whatever. I agree. I'm over it.
All right. Well, enough of our political stuff. We didn't want to go too far into this.
No, but it's something that I think people should be talking about now. Yeah. And I mean, we have really steered away being political on this show at all. We haven't. Yeah. But I wanted the TikTok were kind of bugging me. The Facebook, somebody brought it up to me. In fact, I forget who texted me and said you should talk. Somebody just posted on their Facebook about some bullshit stuff, and they text me and like, this is what you need to talk about this kind of stuff on there. And I was like, I guess 2 points of view.
Again, getting back to that to wrap it up, some people say just keep scrolling, and some people say don't put it on there. And that's why I stopped. I just stopped. You're not going to hear my good shit. You're not going to hear my bad shit.
All right.
Well, that's just the way.
And that's our 2 cents, everybody. So
Right.
that's our political think tank in 24. Remember, that's it.
Political's up. All right, when we come back from the break, Kayla's going to give us her final Country Thunder wrap up. Country Thunder's coming up in 13 days. 13 days. Catch the countdown at CTA's Easy Adventure.
I'm refilling my drink and getting high. Bye.
Bye. All right, we're back, and Mark's trying to call my daughter some other name.
Is our warped word what's back anyway? So it is our weekly Country Thunder update, and if we need a new soundbite which has like a freaking mule or something doing that, we should have that. But it's Country Thunder. Kayla gonna give us her Country Thunder update. It's coming up in 2 weeks. You gotta be excited there, kid. Come on now.
I already told him 4 times not to call me that.
Country Thunder Kayla. Hey, if you're listening to this, I want a thumbs up if you want me to call her this every week.
No.
We're taking a vote. 7 votes. First 7 votes, Jim.
Right.
First 7 votes.
Mom,
You got to vote online. You got to vote online. If it's not on Facebook, it ain't official.
So yeah, our last week before Country Thunder. It's going to be the longest damn week of my life, but I'm hoping we have everything figured out.
Do you have the whole week off?
No.
No?
So my work schedule recently changed, so now I actually work an extra day than I did before with my other schedule, which kind of sucks, but I mean, I get out now at 12:45, so Tuesday I'll have the rest of the day to get any last minute things done. But next week we're going to go do all of our grocery shopping, we're going to do the Jell-O shots, all that kind of stuff, get that all figured out.
So what's on your grocery shopping list for Country Thunder?
Lunchables.
Bacon.
Yeah.
I heard them say that last night. $20 in Lunchables.
Yeah, $20.
Really?
The very first year that Jamie and I... No, it wasn't the first
I
year.
love Lunchables. Don't get me wrong, but
It was the first year that we went camping. We didn't have any sort of stove, grill. We were in a tent, just 2 girls trying to figure shit out. And
yeah, how you
we
doing? That's what I'm
legitimately
thinking.
bought $20 worth of Lunchables, and that's all we had to eat.
But you've graduated. I mean, I agree with having the sentiment of it now, but you should have graduated from that point.
The problem is that we get so like hyped up and excited that we end up spending too much money on food and end up bringing a lot of it back. So this year, what we've decided overall with the group is that everyone's just going to kind of bring their own food. And then when it comes to like breakfast and stuff like that, we're all going to pitch in, you know, eggs, bacon, sausage, the whole shebang. Because personally, I eat breakfast in the morning, and then I don't usually eat until we get back at the campsite at like 2 a.m.
That's a bag of cheesy poofs.
Exactly. Exactly.
That $20
That's what your
Lunchable.
dinner is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the best $20 Lunchable I've ever had. That's
so
awesome.
the past few years, we've tried to actually like, oh, we're going to make walking tacos. We're going to make steak in this, and we're going to make burgers. And by the time you get back to the campsite at night, you're so freaking tired.
And I'd be
You're
just
like
shit-faced.
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one year that we had whole meal plans prepped and didn't use any of the food.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So
Did
this
you bring
year,
it? Did it spoil, or were you able to bring it back?
some of it we brought back, but some of it was just like
Yeah, you
kind of
can't-
lost cause.
Yeah.
So definitely this year, Jamie and I, and just everyone decided like we're gonna bring our own thing because we all eat different things anyway. So I know for sure we're having mini muffins and $20 worth of Lunchables, which now is like half of what it used to be back in
Right. So now it's got to be
2016.
$50 worth of Lunchables.
Yeah.
All right. So, now,
But wait, I get the whatever's all the time. The Lunchables. If you go to Sam's Club, they got them 6 for $8 in a
That's
pack.
what we'll do.
It's 18 of them. There you go, $24. You're in.
Well, and I was talking to Jamie about it too, and I'm like, I just want to get Walmart has like the rotisserie chickens just cut up finely already. I was like, so I just want to get that. You can pop that shit in the microwave and have a tortilla at the end of the night kind of thing.
See, I agree with that. Quick, easy stuff.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
really want to
definitely.
set up a grill. You want to go in there, hey, who wants a shredded chicken? Throw this on your tortilla or your
Right,
sandwich, whatever
right.
you want.
Yeah.
Throw some mayo in there, and there you go. There's your chicken salad for the day or whatever.
Yeah, so I'm like, I will go heavy on the breakfast stuff and then just small salads. We'll do like cheese and crackers or like a bag of chips or
You know, you'll be a hero if you bring like Fruity Pebbles or something, a box, because at 2 o'clock in the morning, you got Fruity Pebbles? You'd have freaking 20 people eating Fruity Pebbles with you. You really would. I'm telling you, try it. You should.
We did burgers and like hot dogs last year, and I kind of feel like we should do that again because that was a nice one that you cook that up right when you get there, and then you have that kind of all weekend just to
Yeah, you can
snack
munch on
too.
a plate. Yeah, absolutely. You want a
that's
cold
true.
hot dog on a bun or something?
Mhm.
You just throw absolutely.
Well, you
that's a good
microwave
idea.
30 seconds and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't even sat down to talk about food yet, which is
I'm with you this year. Don't do anything where you gotta cook, except for the burgers and whatever. That's
well,
about it.
the person that's driving the RV, I think, is somewhat of a cook, so he might actually take on some of those responsibilities.
Well, if he wants to do it, then let him cook to a
Yeah, I
storm.
mean-
God
Yeah.
bless you. You know.
it's his first year going out, so he doesn't necessarily know what to
Right.
expect. But he also has done NASCAR every year,
But
so
that's
it's-
where Country Thunder Kayla comes in to tell everybody about what.
I wonder if he's been listening to our updates on Country Thunder.
No, no.
All right, so moving on from the food, you said Jello shots.
Yep. We somehow Jamie and I turned into like everyone knows about our Jello shots, which I'm like, how? Like we're just two girls that made these Jello shots, but I think it's because of my Instagram.
Ding, 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 ding.
So,
two girls have made each other.
Now every time everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that." Everyone at Camel is all like, "We're gonna come do Jello shots with you." I'm like, "Okay, come over, whatever." So yeah, we have that set up for Saturday next week. That we're just gonna spend all day making damn Jello shots.
You make your Jello shots in syringes, not just souffle cups.
Yeah, we do both.
Oh, you do both. Okay.
I go towards the syringes because it's one easier and two just whatever. But those ones are harder to pack because they're bigger.
Right, right.
So I don't know. We'll see what we decide. We have plenty of syringes. I spent way too much.
And how
money
many's
on
in your
those.
group again?
We have 4. I think there's like 8 or 9 of us.
Nice. That's a fun party.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, even if you guys stop doing this down the road, this will be something you guys will probably all get together for at somebody's house doing this down the road like this. You know, fireside chats for those friends. That's important. So
Yeah, no, we talked about it yesterday, and because Jamie's been the one that's kind of been like, "Oh, I want to do other things," blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "No, screw you." I really want you guys to come.
we'd
I
have a
think
good time. Mandy would love it
Yes.
out there. She'd have a blast.
I want to get the
Maybe next year. What if we? How much is to get a thing? If say it's me, Holly, Dave. You know, we'd have to rent an RV because none of us have one, so we'd have to rent one. And and you said that's like $1,000, isn't it?
It depends on when you get it, where you get it from, stuff like that. We get the Cruise America, and if you do it like a year in advance, like if you were to book it right now, you'd probably pay $1,000 for the big one, stuff like that. You want to book that kind of stuff way far in advance. That way it's, secured.
Does it have the quarter when you put a quarter in the bed and it vibrates?
No,
Damn it.
no.
I like those.
So, where was I going with this?
Us going
If you
out
book
there
it
next
in
year.
advance, and Wes going out there next year, so
One thing I learned this year, because I highly regret doing what we did, we prematurely bought sites. We have our one, but we have one. So when you have a bunch of people around you, it's hard to set up what you want to do. So we rented 2 sites from a woman, and she... I don't think she's listening, and I hope she's not, but she definitely overcharged us. We spent $1,100 on 2 sites,
wow.
where now I'm finding sites that are way cheaper and way closer to the venue than what I paid for the 2 sites that I have right now.
Wow.
So next year, I already told Jamie, we have our one site. If we need a second one for whatever reason, we're going to wait until the last damn minute, because I could have gotten 3 sites right near the damn gate for half of the price that I've paid.
Yeah, I think
these
that's
2 sites.
it's kind of. I think it is sort of like that with the sites. I've heard the same thing from friends of mine that are going out there too. They're like, "Nah, we just wait till the last minute. We end up getting one for
Yeah, because people are just like, shit, I'm not going to sell this. So here,
or the
please
people
take
that
it.
just can't go. They break
Right.
back
Yeah.
out of line. They don't go when they resell it. So which apparently is a big thing too. They just can't make it down.
Yeah.
So they don't go.
And I don't know what about this year. There's been a ton of people renting out their sites. I don't know if it's just because the lineup, I mean, it's great, obviously, but it's not at the same time. Like
yeah, it
for
doesn't
me,
seem like there's anyone big, like, oh, yeah.
See, but I think Country Thunder has turned into that. And I think it's now a spectacle. You're not always going now to see. It is about the music, and don't get me wrong, and everything. But I think now it's about the party. It's about like the management open. Nobody gives two shits about who's actually playing, and except for diehard golf people, you go for the party. And I think kind of that's what I'm thinking Country Thunder is out here now.
It's a little bit of a mix because I know a lot of people were saying like the lineup this year just sucks, so we're not going. So they're going to turn around and rent out their stuff.
Which surprises me. Either A, they're cheap and they're not paying their artists. Because if I'm an artist, I want to play there. I mean, don't you? I mean, don't you want to play there?
I don't know.
Or do you want to play the big stadium? That's inside air conditioning. I have a nice. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm torn between. I want to go to Country Thunder just for the experience, and I just can't imagine.
I think they would get bigger people playing if they did Country Thunder once every 3 years. I think if it was a every 3 year event, you'd have huge people headlining it, I think.
Nah. Festivals now are like a huge thing. There's tons of them. We just had one in Benson I took Mom to, and that was a very older country music, but I could see that one. I could see it being as big as Country Thunder. I just hope it doesn't get that big. Because in my opinion, don't get me wrong, I love Country Thunder. That's all I friggin' do is eat, sleep, breathe, and whatever Country Thunder. But it loses the hominess of the festival when, we're going to charge you way more money. Here's the same amount of sites. People are still price gouging sites, stuff like that. So
I'm wondering, do you ever think so if country music just did like a Woodstock? They do
that. They do Stagecoach in California.
And when is Stagecoach?
It's 2 weeks after Country Thunder.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do they get bigger names?
Mm-hmm. I don't know the backside on how festivals work and how Country Thunder does their kind of stuff, but it seems like they have the same rotation of artists no matter what, and we're coming back into it from the pandemic and all that kind of stuff, so I don't know if it's
I wonder if that's what's
I wonder if they're
it.
contracted out. So, because you told me there's 8 Country Thunders across the United States, right? Something like that?
Something like that.
Okay, so I wonder if all these bands are contracted for all 8. Are they? Or for 4 of them? Or for,
Usually, because sometimes if you look at the lineups, the same person, I think it was like before the pandemic or during the pandemic when they kept canceling it. At one point, Kane Brown was supposed to play like all of the festivals. So I think at some point they have one person that gets contracted for each one, but then bring in whoever kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if you're on a tour and Country Thunder is coming into maybe around the same state, around city while you're already on tour, that's what you're probably going to play, I can see. I don't know how it works either. I know if there's any booking talent agencies out there, tell us how this works because I'd be interested in knowing. So, but it'd be kind of cool to know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to give it a try once. It is on my bucket list because I'd like to, I think, do it one time. And I think it'd be fun with you because you would know everything of what's going on and you could keep us old people kind of filled in. And I mean, I know enough country music that I'd enjoy it and everything else. And I think if we all went out there, it'd probably be a really fun time. I do. I'm all for it.
Just come out with me next week.
I wouldn't mind it.
All right. So we got grocery shopping done. We got the Jello shots done. We got the camping done. What else are you doing to prepare for Country Thunder in 13 days?
No, just trying to survive. Trying to make it through work.
I noticed on CTAZ Adventures, some of your 30 days left or something like that. You put up some posting.
I know the radio station. I mainly just show or promoting any like deadlines. Like our porta potty one was the other day. You have a certain amount of time to get your porta potty. Once it's done, it's done. So I was pushing that so people would get theirs. People still forgot.
So wait, so you can rent a porta potty for your site. So and you have your own private.
That's brilliant.
You have your own private porta potty. So like people next door can have a porta potty and you have a porta potty. That just seems like a lot of porta potties.
So how it goes is there's public ones along the main road, so you can just use those. That's what we usually would do, especially when we were in our other site because we were towards the front. But this year we decided to get a personal one that's on our campsite. We are the only ones that can use it if you lock it because, one of my cousins did it the other year. She didn't know it was her first time out there, so she went and used someone's porta potty on their site.
Oh.
thankfully they were kind of nice about it, and they were just like, hey, like, just so you know, like, this isn't a public one. The public ones are over there. And she's like, oh, I had no idea.
So do you have to lock it when you leave, or put a sign on it or something?
It's smart to do that. A lot of people will take out locks and
As long as no one's doing heroin in them, you shouldn't really. How many people are really going to go there?
I mean, if
Why?
you have some drunk ass people who are shitting their brains out or
throwing
puking
up
and all that kind of shit, so
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. So I that makes sense. I didn't know. That's brilliant, though. You can rent a porta potty. I mean, they got some really nice ones you can rent at weddings and stuff. Are they not? I mean, there's some really nice
no, they're just
ones.
the plain orange.
I've seen some just out when I worked for APS 10 years ago. I've seen some really nice porta potties.
Yeah, they're better than my first bathroom.
Yeah.
Freaking, I'm like, holy crap! Like, especially living with Jim. Freaking, it's horrible. So, but
My ass wasn't that bad back then.
so when is our update? So now we're not gonna. Are we having any more updates before she actually goes?
Nope.
Is this it? This is
Nope.
the final update.
Because if it works out, our next recording, Kayla will not be with us. She'll be at Country Thunder. I've asked her to call from Country Thunder, but she won't.
One
No.
time for 2 minutes.
No, because the cell phone service out there is terrible, and two, I'm not out there to work for y'all. I'm out there
It's
to work
working for
me.
you too. It's
No.
for you.
Cell phone service is pretty shitty out there, so you probably won't even hear from me for a week.
Probably not.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're a grown.
All right. Well, final thoughts on Country Thunder. This is the last we'll hear about it until your recap when you get back.
Yeah,
So,
we've been talking about it for a while, so I'm
Yeah.
happy. You've been giving a lot of great updates on that. So, I mean, no one's
Yeah,
really
then
said anything, but I'm assuming they've been listening to us for that.
Got any final thoughts on it?
I'm excited as usual. I'm a little nervous, honestly, given our situation that we're doing this year, but I'm gonna make the best of it. And half of the time I'm not even at the site anyway. I'm everywhere else, and
At every other site, right?
yeah, everybody else wants me wherever they're at. So
All right. Well, she does post videos at ctazadventures.com.
It's Country Thunder Kayla, everybody.
That's the last time you'll hear Mark call her that.
I don't
But
know.
yeah, check our Facebook page up. We'll try to post some videos from Kayla also. All right. We're going to come right back with what are you doing this week?
Oh, we are doing Get Your Mind Out of the Gutter. So.
Because that worked so well the first time. All
It
right.
did. Stick
Back from the break in a
around.
few minutes. All right, we're back, and Mark's got another exciting rendition of
Get Your Mind Out of the Gutter. Okay, we did this last time. It was our highest rated. Well,
No, we didn't
Lowest
do it
rated
last time. We
episode.
did it like 6 episodes ago, and it was really not that good.
people were guessing and everything else. So if you don't know how I play Get Your Mind Out of the Gutter, I'm going to say something that's going to sound sexual, but it's going to have a regular answer most of the time. It's going to have a regular answer.
Yeah, we
So,
did really well at the last time.
Yeah, you guys did do pretty good on that last time. It kind of pissed me off because you guys were like 6 in a row you got, and then I was
Yeah.
kind of hanging with you. But,
right.
you know, I like this game. It's kind of fun. All right, so anyways, do we know the general rules of Get Your Mind Out of the Gutter?
Why don't you give them to us again?
It's Get Your Mind Out of the Gutter, where I'm going to go ahead and say a phrase that sounds sexual. Say it with me now. Sexual.
Sexual.
Sexual healing. And it's going to have
Bum, bum,
a
chicka,
regular
bum,
answer.
bum,
So,
chicka,
Kayla,
bum,
are you
bum,
ready?
chicka, bum, bum,
This is
bum.
great. All right. We're going to
Yeah.
start. Now, I'm going to specifically, whoever gets it, that's fine. If you know the answer, that's great. This isn't like really a game. Well, I guess it is a game. First one to 5. Well, we'll go with that.
yeah,
we'll
let's
see.
go.
Okay,
We're
all
running
right.
along here as it is.
All right, you guys ready?
right.
I am dirty. I love being filled with wood, but someone only goes down on me once a year. What am I?
a fireplace.
Ding, 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 a fireplace. Yes, indeed. Look, that was like ease for you. You were like, it's a fucking fireplace.
I was actually having trouble thinking that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm
Someone goes
impressed.
down on me once a year?
Yeah.
Santa?
Oh, Santa. Okay. Yeah.
All right. See, these aren't really super hard. Okay. What's the best part of your body to put into a pie? The
What?
best part of your body to put into a pie.
You got me on that one.
Mouth?
I'm thinking American
You're
Pie.
close. Teeth. Teeth is the first part you're going to put into a pie.
Ah,
All right, so that's what that is. All right.
American
All right,
Pie.
are we ready?
American Pie memories there.
Every time I come, it's news. I often hit your bush, but only when my aim is bad. What am I?
Snow?
Yeah, newspaper delivery. Wow. Very nice. I'm impressed. What? She wasn't even in the game, but she said she's win. Oh, you okay? All right.
Another great
1 to 1 to
version.
0, or I think it's 1
I
to 1.
suck at this.
Yeah, you're not doing pretty good at all. All right, you ready? Here we go. Some people like to keep me trimmed. Others keep me long. Everywhere seems to get covered in it, though. What am I?
Say it again.
All right. Some people like to keep me trimmed. Others keep me long. Everywhere seems to get covered in it. What am I?
Mom just Pippi Longstocking her hair.
No. Jim, do you have a guess?
No idea.
Grass.
Oh.
Oh, see? Yeah, it's grass.
What?
You
how do
perverts?
you get grass everywhere.
Grass grows.
Not
Just
everywhere.
like
Not
women's
everywhere. I don't have
ooze.
grass.
They
There's no
ooze.
grass in your fire pit.
You guys lost. You're mad when you guys lost. All right, here we go. So 1 to 1. Well, we might not get to 5 because you guys aren't, All right. You use your hand to whack it off. The bigger I am, the louder I make people scream. What am I?
A bug.
Yeah, I'll take that. Ding, 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 spider. I will take
Oh.
that. Nice. I will take that. Wow. Okay. Kayla's now in the lead. Are you making a guess, or are you just sitting
No,
there
I'm
listening
terrible
to
at
it?
this. I'm just not. My brain's not.
Last
firing.
time you got like the last 6.
I know my
remember,
brain's
so-
just not firing.
Okay. Here we go. It's 2 to 1 to 0. Jim has 0. If you guys don't know, Jim has 0.
Thanks. Yeah, I have 0. Thanks for pointing that
People
out again. Mike.
use their hands to go up and down on me. I'm very long and very hard. What am I?
A bar of soap.
No. Do you want me to do it in a dramatic reading?
Yes.
Okay, I can do all right. People use their hands to go up and down on me.
Oh.
It's very long and hard. What am I? Can you tell me? What am I?
I got nothing.
That's my dramatic reading.
A fire pole?
Close, a railing. But I'm not going to take it. You didn't get a point. It's a railing.
Okay.
Railing.
A railing, a hand railing, long and hard. You'd stroke me.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a statement.
That's questionable.
No, it's my game. Shut up. Again,
That's why
you
it's
guys
questionable.
lost. Okay. All right. I come with a great pair, and people love to eat me. What am I? You're not going to get this. This is hard.
I come with a great pair. People love to eat. See, I guess my mind's just stuck in the gutter because I cannot think of anything
Say
logical.
it again.
I come with a great pair, and people love to eat me. What am I? It's card, and you guys are going to think this is stupid.
Cherries.
A lobster. A set of pears.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
That was terrible.
I know that was hard. Okay, all right,
was a stretch.
all right. I'll take a negative on that.
All right,
Minus
last
one.
one.
No,
Last
wait,
one.
we're not doing a last one. We get at least 2 more, two or three, whatever.
2 more.
All right. What gets wetter when things get steamy?
Trees, lobsters,
Think of
Bathrooms.
something on a lake.
water,
Boats.
boats.
Gee, yes, thanks, Einstein. Water's on a lake. Hey, fuck. That was brilliant.
What gets
Jim
wetter-
wins the game. Wow.
What gets wetter when it gets steamy
Yes,
On a lake.
on a lake
or a river,
or a river?
a steamboat.
I mean, we said boat.
Wait, a steamboat. What gets wetter when it gets steamy? Why does the boat get wetter when it's steamy?
I don't know the technicalities of how a steamboat works, but
I want to know how you got that
All right.
one.
This is the this game sucks. You guys just don't.
The boat's
okay.
going to be just as wet whether the steam is blowing or not.
Whatever. I don't believe you.
Last one.
Yes, last one. I got you. Oh shit. Hold on.
That was in worker's phone.
Well, it might.
Oh, wait. Now, if you hear pouring noises, that's just Mark.
That is. That's it. Okay, so this is just a man answer. Okay.
A man answer.
When can you turn an ooh into an ah?
Is that from the last episode where they put that little chinkus over
No,
the
no,
A?
no. About 3 inches.
No, that made no sense. I'm probably going to edit that one out. That
No, you don't. Come
turn
on.
ooh into an ah with 3 inches.
All right, this is the last one, I promise. Okay.
Please.
All right. You must blow me to play with me. What am I?
Flute, recorder, trombone.
Kayla, you got a guess to win? You must blow me to play with me.
Yeah, I have no idea. I would say flute or recorder too.
A balloon! You guys all, what happened? You guys were brilliant the first time. So anyways, put the applause on there because the host
Who
won the
plays
game.
with a balloon? Nobody.
Everybody,
plays
kids play with balloons. Oh, that is completely wrong.
I knew exactly where that button was this time.
That is just awful, man. You guys were awful. I win that game.
We're going to give Mark
I
Willis.
win that game, guys.
All right. Well, this has been fun. It's good. We're running a little bit longer.
Good. It's good. Yeah, good.
Another exciting episode of Get Your Mind Out of the Gutter. All right.
Just
Thanks
stay
everyone
tuned.
for coming. Everyone, again, check out Kayla's Instagram at CTAC Adventure. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/Our Warped World. Please share the show with your friends. Remember, if you don't like us, maybe they will.
Johnny B's Entertainment for all your entertainment needs. And
what other business
that's
do you
it.
want to
What
promote?
else can we put? Joe's Bar and Grill down in Bay. We want to thank them very much. We got to go. Okay, thank you, everybody. No, we appreciate everybody. Help us get to 1,000. We're actually going to go out to a nice dinner when we get 1,000 downloads. Yeah.
Mark's taking us out to a nice dinner.
So, guys, if for anything, let these people eat. Let's go.
Spend Mark's money.
Let's
Get us
go.
to 1,000
1,000
downloads.
We love you guys. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.